Hello everybody. How's it shaking today? Hopefully it's shaking pretty well. I personally am really happy because, as some of you may know, especially if you've been watching my Twitter, I have been hunting these model kits since they were announced that they were being released early in the United States for almost an entire week now. I think actually more than an entire week. I think I've been going on for about 8 days trying to find 9 days. I've been looking for these model kits for about 9 days, and I called Target this morning, right? And they said, hey man, we got the Helios Gundam. And I'm like, cool, I'm already ready to go. See you in a couple minutes, you know? So I am very happy to say that I have the Helios Gundam right here, ready to go. I'm going to be building the Helios Gundam. And I hope you all join me for that, especially because it is one of the more unique models, I think, purely based on the fact that it's just kind of jam-packed with weapons and stuff. Also a lot of leftover bits. Lots of leftover bits. Looking at the instructions from the origin models. Not like Gundam the origin, but like the origin of the pieces that the various Gunpla parts are from. So without further ado, let me switch over to the build screen. By the way, I will also mention we have an instructions booklet today because it's too new, right? The instructions are not online. So let me just switch over to there we go. So yeah, as I was saying on my Twitter as well, I have my Roboy simulation on currently. So instead of seeing my usual felt chassis, you're seeing just a projection of my Roboy form over my internal frame. So sorry if you're looking forward to seeing more of my felt chassis. It needs some repairs currently due to last stream. And yeah, so as we can see over here, this is actually the booklet, right? This is the booklet that we're going to be reading off of. I'm going to just have it to the side most of the time, because it's not super important, honestly. But it does advertise the fact that the parts for all these new models are actually cross-compatible. Also, real quick, let me just throw on some lo-fi. There we go. Just have some music on, you know. Just some lo-fi. Just the standard lo-fi. Also, I feel pretty proud of myself because I finally got ad blocks, so hopefully we won't be getting any ad interruptions in the middle of us building. And yeah, with that, I think we should get started. This is the polycap sheet. This is the sticker sheet. First parts first is the chest, which is this runner, which I think has mainly parts from the Gundam X, I think so, at least. We need this yellow part right here, so let's just quickly boink, boink, boink. There we go. I'm gonna be very careful with this bottle. I know that in previous build streams I kind of rushed a parts of it sometimes. I don't necessarily want to do that this time, so bringing the pots in so I can actually see what I'm sanding. Actually, that cut out really clean. That cut out a little too clean, I think. A little too clean, cleaner than I was expecting. So yeah, let's continue on. Also, I just realized I don't have my coolant with me, so if we do get coolant redeems, I'm gonna need to go get that. Probably from Basco Pro Mug. I think it's clean right now. But yeah, I'm very I'm very excited about the Gundam Helios. If I'm being honest, I've been kind of like daily playing Gundam Battle. Well, not Gundam Battle, Gundam Breaker Mobile, which is the app that is becoming a anime in 5 days, which is also where the Gundam Helios comes from. It's the protagonist's suit. Originally it had the Gundam Artemis, then the Gundam Arius, and now the Gundam Helios. That's the development line, the tree, if you will. And personally speaking, I am much more of a fan of the Gundam Artemis and the Gundam Helios compared to the Gundam Arius, which, you know, the Gundam Arius, totally fine. I think it's just is a little too much Destiny Gundam. A little too much Destiny Gundam inside it. Compared to the Gundam Artemis. Or the Gundam Helios. 10. So. Boink. Boink. Also, very surprised to see my Target was selling entry grade nippers. Nippers being, this is a nipper, right? Just very surprised to see that they're selling Gundam like building supplies now. At least the nippers, which is, you know, you can't really build without the nippers. So very good. Right, that's the correct orientation. Making sure the polycaps are properly in. All right. Already a pretty cool, pretty poggy model kit so far, I think. Personally speaking, I think it's pretty poggy. All right, I need A2. A2's right here. The plastic, the clear plastic, feels different compared to how it normally feels. The plastic feels not as brittle. Clear plastic in Gundam tends to be very, very brittle piece. Not piece, but like, you know what I mean. It's going to be very brittle, prone to breaking. And these don't have that feeling on them. These feel kind of soft rather than brittle. So far, actually, most of these pieces, like most of the plastic, feels kind of pleasant to cut through. There we go. And then one down here. I was taking very good care. So, if you're in the chat, I think I've gone on enough about my day and stuff. How's everyone in chat doing? Hopefully y'all are doing well. Certainly I'm doing very well. I recovered splendidly from yesterday's stream, which, you know, I think did actually require some recovery considering how intensive the stream was. But of course that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that like I didn't like doing that. I actually very much enjoyed that. I would like to try to do some more long-term streams that aren't building streams now. So look forward to that in the future. You know, more Basco Prola. Yeah. go. So just to let you know why I'm rubbing my finger across the piece like this, it is because I'm trying to feel if the nub mark is still there. Because you know, as I've explained in previous streams, when you cut out a piece on a Gundam model, there's a chance that you that there's a little bit of the gate, which are, you know, these little sprue parts right here. There's a chance that those remain after you cut them off. The piece off, I mean. And I'm sanding those pieces down so they're flush, which just generally helps with the presentation at least. And I'm rubbing my finger across to see if I can find it. And if I can find it, then I'll sand it more. But if I don't find it, then I call it good usually. Which, since it's the straight built piece that I'm doing right now, I'm not super concerned about breaking out like the fine sandpaper. But if this was gonna be much more like a competition model, I'd be much more careful with like how I get rid of the nub marks compared to what I'm doing right now. But I've not entered any competitions in a very long time, so I'm not planning on entering a straight built into competition anyways. Whew. Yeah, by the way, I actually did do some custom Gunpla competitions. Local level, not anything major. Didn't enter like the Gundam Builders World Cup or anything like that. Which is, you know, it is what it is. Actually, I don't think these are all. I think this is original runner. I wish I could read Japanese because they usually label the runners. Because I do know for a fact I'm looking at a runner right now that is all just Strike Gundam. Well, not Strike Gundam, Freedom Gundam. Which, if you recall, we actually did do a Freedom Gundam earlier. So some of these build parts, particularly the backpack, or at least the wings in the backpack, probably will feel pretty familiar. If you were to that stream, of course, or watch the VOD. It's also a bit later in the day, so that's why the lighting is a bit different compared to what usually it is. So I usually do my build streams kind of in the middle of the day. But it's cloudy outside. It's getting close to evening, so it's a little on the darker end. Which, you know, is what it is. What the heck is going on here? Okay, that's weird. There's like a little lip right here. So, oh, okay. So it's like a little lip to prevent. So like when you, hang on, it's letting it adjust. Come on. So when you move this, there's a little lip that helps cover the gap that would emerge otherwise. Let's see how these clean parts clean, you know? Clean parts clean. These clear parts clean. Because these are the side, like the collar zone parts. You didn't hear this from me, but a part of me actually does like sanding clear parts a little bit, just a tiny bit, you know, not too intense. Because if you scratch them up just a tiny bit, especially if you don't use like polishing sandpaper, then I think it like captures light much better, like refracts light much better compared to raw clean parts. So you didn't hear from me. That's also why I like to spray paint, or when I am painting models with clear parts, I'll top coat it with a matte, the clear parts. So it helps. I think it helps refract the light just a tiny bit more, and kind of has a glowing appearance. but you didn't hear from me. Got it, chat? There we go. And I believe we are done with the head already. Not the head, the chest. This is the chest. Pretty nice looking chest, I think. I think it could use a silver sticker underneath the cockpit to make it pop a little more. At least this area. Or something like silver paint could make it pop just a little bit more than it currently is, but otherwise I think it looks pretty good. Now for the head. The head BB. Also, I think it's kind of funny. You can definitely tell when they stitch runners together, because these little areas right here, like these fat ones, transition periods, not only does it mean that they can do multicolor printing like this, but also in particular, it allows them to basically stitch runners together from previous models, because this is pretty much just the Destiny Gundam's head. Which, of course, you know, again, nothing wrong with that. It's just a matter of fact. It's pretty much just the Destiny Gundam. In fact, I think... Actually, all these original parts? Can't tell. Again, I wish it could be Japanese. Because otherwise, I think I'd be able to tell if they're the original prints or not. Yeah, I'm bringing this faceplate up close to clean it because it's a bit poor location for a gate was on it, and it's very prone to droppage. Oop. Yep, exactly. Very prone to droppage. Fuck. Yeah, just dropped it. Fully dropped it. There we go. Luckily, it's wide enough to stand out against my carpet floors. Actually, that color separation... That color separation. Come on. Yeah, that's a pretty good color separation right there. Surprisingly well made. Color separation. Although I don't know if that's because it's the Destiny Gundam head. I don't remember. It's been a while since I built the Destiny Gundam. At least the new Destiny Gundam that was released a couple of... Was it, I think, months ago? Maybe last year? Time's an illusion. I think it was last year. I think it was before Christmas of last year. Of course, as I said, because of the smaller parts, I'm bringing them close so I can acquire the and clean the piece without the risk of dropping them because I'm holding them out. So, sticker time. Again, I'm bringing it close. I'm not gonna even try to wrestle it at this distance. Oh man, I'm definitely wrestling this. This eye sticker is. The eyes are so weirdly placed. Ah, come on. I am like 90% sure I messed up applying the eyes here. Yeah, I'm like 90% sure I messed that up. Oh, I put them upside down. That's why they're messed up. I'm gonna quickly try to fix it. Without dropping the parts, hopefully. Alright, there we go. I think I put the eyes on. Maybe. Hopefully. Probably. Oh, that's so crooked. Well, good enough. Good enough for Jazz. Anyways, I spent way too much time on that. Let's just move right along and pretend that didn't happen. Pretend I didn't totally slaughter that sticker trying to put it on. the gate placement, and if I'm being honest here, is something to be desired in some areas. Like the thickness of the gates. There we go. So first, put the eyes and the face in. Just ignore. I'm just gonna ignore the eyes. How messed up they look. Man, they like slid up. You can't even. I'm just gonna take off the sticker. You know what? Fuck it. My boy's gonna have a visor instead of eyes. This didn't come out cleanly, so. Okay, whatever. I think like the sticker is like, yeah, the sticker's like jammed in its head. Whatever. Whatever. It is what it is at this point. Can't do much to change it. Let's just keep going with the flow, babes. Plus, it doesn't super change the head. It's gonna snap the add-on and let us move on with the V-fin. Yeah, I'm a little peeved, honestly. If I'm being real here, I'm a little peeved that I messed up the eyes, the eye sticker, but like whatever. I can achieve a similar effect for the eyes with. Oh, that's actually a really clever little piece of placement. They put the gates for the V-fin, like, well, the safety nubs. Let me rephrase that. They put the gate of the V-fin on the safety nub, so when you cut them off, you cut off the nub as well. Of course, I just dropped it. That's like drop 3, I think, already. So this is shaping up to be a great stream. But droppage. It's gotta be. I'm bringing the V-fin up close to cut off the nubs. Don't want to overcut. Alright. That is the safety flags removed. Well, at least cut off. Now we just gotta sand off the rest. There we are. A nice and sharp looking V-fin. And now for the forehead gem, baby. Again, since it's so small, bringing it up close because it is deemed a drop. These are my grubby little mitts. I said I announced on Twitter, at least, that I am gonna be running my Roboy simulation because my chassis needs repairs. So these are actually my hands with a humanoid simulation over them. So, if that makes you uncomfortable, well, sure does suck for you. And that right there is the head and chest. with a nice and sharp V-fin. I heavily recommend to anyone building a Gunpla, if you want to have a starting modification to make your Gunpla look that much better, cut off the safety flags on the back of the V-fin, because it looks so much better with a sharp V-fin compared to one with safety flags on them. And now for the next page. And also, as I said at the beginning of the stream, but you know, if you're new to the stream, I have not done that so far. I would recommend it. It's very fun. It's not, well, not fun, but it makes it look better. It makes the Gundams look a little less like toys and more like actual mechs. Which, of course, that's not denying the fact that they are, in fact, basically glorified toys. Because as much as I like Gundam, I am sentient, I would say, enough to admit that, you know, they're definitely... part of them are toys. G11. G11. Whoa! Hello, Lex Temporis. Hello, Raiders. Welcome, welcome. I am Basco Prola. If you have not seen me before, I'm your new robot best friend, other than Lex, of course. And today we are building a Gundam, specifically the Gundam Helios from the new series Gundam Breaker Battlelog. Thank you for the raid, Lex. I'm not gonna ask what you did because I already know what you did. You were playing Project Zomboid. I'm gonna examine this. Interesting. Interesting build for the shoulders. Yeah, very interesting build of the shoulders. The Force gifted us a police car. Did it work? Was it a working police car? With keys? It had no gas, but it had keys. Well, that is one step closer to having a functioning car, my friend. You just need to siphon gas, which is, from what I understand, not too difficult to do. Yeah, but I hope your stream was good. As I said, I knew what you were doing, but what's so interesting about it, I'm always baffled by the shoulders because they're always different. Well, there's a hinge joints. Like the shoulders are built like they're gonna be put onto a peg. Like this, the way the way this joint usually is, that means there's usually a polycap going into a peg. But instead we are putting a hinge with a ball socket at a ball joint at the very end. So these are very unique. I imagine they're gonna have a lot of mobility compared to the normal ball joints, arms. So yeah, see, like, it has a ball joint, right, which already has a polycap that swings out. So it has a ball joint, which means that it already has some pretty intense mobility, went up and down. But with the hinge, it goes even farther up. So that's why I think they're interesting shoulders at least. But yeah, I'm glad that you had a good stream. It's been a while since you streamed. I'm glad to see you doing it again. And I also hope that y'all are at least intrigued by me building some Gunpla. Because I'll tell you what, I've ranted about this earlier on stream, but I'm going to do it again anyways. This was a fucking odyssey. This was so hard to find. It took so long to get, like, track these parts down and stuff. Well, not these parts, but this model down. It's just... It was so difficult. I had to harass my local Target for a week straight. Oop. That did not count as a drop because I caught it with my legs. I'm not counting that as a stream as a piece drop. There we go. Listen, yeah, well, listen, RCB. Just because I got them early doesn't mean they weren't a pain in the ass to find still. I'm just glad I got them before scalpers got them. So I know that at least in California, scalping's becoming a really big issue with that whole situation. Also, to be fair, in the spirit of fairness, Target didn't really announce that they were getting these models. Nor did Bandai. People just kind of found the model kits on the shelves going to their Target that morning. Yeah, I'm bringing the... I see. So it goes like that, then like that ish, maybe. Okay, then I need to cut up some vents. These are giant fucking vents. Look at the size of these vent pieces. Oop, sorry, I did not mean to slap that. Probably though, the ones who were friggin' new type. Wait, okay. Probably the ones who knew were friggin' new type, even though they still couldn't figure out why Bandai would go with Tog instead of them. I talk about the whole Gunpla store drama, like Gunpla store fighting drama that happened a couple days ago. I saying that all started because they were jealous about Target. And for those who don't know, I believe it was New Type HQ. Which is a Gundam purveyor in the United States, like had like a fight with other Gundam stores like Amazon, like mainly Amazon and Hobby Link Japan, which is fair. At least on Amazon's part. Oop. That was, I caught it. Doesn't count. Doesn't count as a drop. I caught the piece. Doesn't count as a drop. That's the rules. Because I catch the piece, it does not count as a drop. I need to get a counter. We should get a, should I make a counter real quick about dropping pieces? The kneecap will also was like, for some reason they went with Target. They probably will Target because it would reach more eyes through Target. Right? It just makes sense from a business perspective. Instead of going with a store specifically meant to sell Gundam, they went for a general store, right? That general store will generally have more people going through and thus getting more eyes on the Gundam. So I can see why they did that. Do I like it? Fuck no. Man, fuck Target. And I couldn't have to do with the fact that Target... Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If anything, it made the, at least the social media manager for New Type look really immature. You know? So I'm bringing pieces close because, you know, drop risk. So apologies about Fiona barking in the background. She's being a big stinky dog today. And also specifically, it's not Bandai who makes the choices on who they export to. Well, okay, so here's the thing with that, with Hobby Link Japan, right? Hobby Link Japan is bad for the United States because Hobby Link Japan's sales goes through Japan, right? So it's like Japan's numbers increase when you buy through Hobby Link Japan instead of the country or state that you're shopping from. That's bad because that makes the national side. So if you buy from a local hobby store, those numbers go down, which makes Bandai think that people aren't interested in that region. Because Bandai does not give a shit where Hobby Link Japan is shipping to. They care about what people are buying from their official exporters, and Hobby Link Japan is not the official exporter of Gundam. So until that happens, I personally am avoiding buying stuff from Hobby Link Japan unless I really want to get something. I had a huge talk about this the other day on a Gundam Discord. On specifically that aspect of the conversation. Because also fuck Amazon, right? When it comes to Gundam and Amazon, Amazon is basically scalping, but with an official price tag. That being from Amazon. So I also try not to buy from Amazon because fucking scalpers. That's what they sell their goods, and I don't want to support scalpers. There's only a few, I would say, scalping companies that I like supporting, and those are usually because I'm buying premium Bandai from them, and I like how they handle premium Bandai. Where is this piece? F5? F5, right here. Right here, baby. There we go. So, yeah, that's... But, you know, overall, I think what New Type HQ was doing was extremely immature, and I'd be surprised if Bluefin or Bandai ever picks them now with how they reacted to the news of Target getting the models early and not them. I really like these shoulders, by the way. I know I'm not talking a whole lot because I'm focused on building some parts. But these shoulders are genuinely one of my favorite parts about the Helios Gundam. It's just they look so good. They look so nice. Boom. And that is the upper body of the Helios Gundam completed. And it's been about an hour. I spent like 10 minutes on the eyes alone. T3. But yeah, I'm particularly interested because I think some aspects, I don't know what's original and what's not original on these runners. So I'm definitely interested in seeing which one's original and which one's not original. But I think the at least the external part of the arm is original parts. And yeah, because they've been apparently really good at fusing runners together, because I can barely tell when they're the stitched runners together at this point, which is something off-putting to me because I'm usually very good at telling when Bandai stitches runners together. So I was just checking something on the instructions. You know how it is. Yeah, it's just the whole drama thing was just super dumb and kind of reeked of a PR stunt gone awry. Either that or someone who was very into Gundam and new type getting a little too ambitious with their role as a social media manager. build this arm right? Oh, I did. I did build this arm correctly, I think. Yeah, it's not upside. Okay, it's not upside down. That's what I was concerned about if I was building this upside down. Yo, it is hot as shit in my room right now, not gonna lie. At least it's very humid in my room, and I don't know why. I ain't vibing. Okay, let's see. F12 and F9. Gotta get the correct orientation and then just, I guess, jam it in. Or jam it in from the top, or... Well, first of all, I should get rid of this flash. This flash on the PC, or the polycap. Which, for those who don't know what that term is, flash is when there is like overflow of material on the runner. Usually doesn't happen with Gundam models, at least. Hang on, I gotta bring this in close. There we go. Just took a bit of finesse to pop it in. Yo, is this gonna have a forearm twist? Yo, I think this has a forearm twist. Yeah, whoa. Hang on, I gotta read this. Yeah, look, it has a forearm twist. Its forearms can twist. Yeah, I'm gonna press it down. That's Pog. Gotta love yourself a little forearm twist, you know what I mean? Just gotta love it. Right, then E4. Sorry if you can hear that scraping, because that's just how it be. Okay, hang on. This is a complex part. Complex maneuvers, you know what I mean? Okay, that's 12. Very small parts, so once again, I'm going in close with this because I don't want to drop the parts. Just look how small that piece is. You can barely look how small that piece is. You can barely see it. I don't want to be that fool who drops that piece and just loses it forever. But yeah, chat, how are you? How is everybody today? Now that I got raided, how's everyone shaking today? So as I said before, you're bacon? You're shaking and bacon? I don't know. That sounds illegal. That sounds illegal, Lex. Also, just saying, there's a lot of green in my chat right now. Both Lex and RCB are super green. Okay. Once again, bringing pieces close because this is a very complex little mechanism we have here. I don't want to drop any of the parts. Hang on. Oh, okay. Top. It's like, why doesn't this fit? Okay, then I'm gonna put that in here. There we go. Okay, so this is like a heat dissipator thing, right? You get a little fin action going on there when it opens up. But that part's done for at least that side. Gonna have to do that again when we build the other arm. But gotta say, I'm vibing with this model kit so far. I'm enjoying myself. I might not put all those stickers on. Those are a lot of stickers. At least not all on stream, because as I said, a lot of stickers. All right. Then that goes on there. Trying to see how this mechanism works. Okay, that's how that works. Okay, cool. That is, yeah, I'm enjoying this model. What's everyone's thoughts on the Helios Gundam so far? What is the temperature of the Helios Gundam? Foil stickers. Most of them are foil stickers. I think there's one color correcting sticker. Here, let me just get the I'm gonna just unbury the sticker sheet. After I'm done sanding this piece. But oh, weird. All right, that is one of the arms completed. And with that, let me just get the sticker sheet. That's the sticker sheet. So very little color correcting. A lot of foil. Ooh, get blinded, chat. Get blinded. Yeah, I think most of those stickers go on the wings. I think it's mainly the wings that call for those stickers. Yeah. Hang on a second. I'm actually gonna change my stream real quick. Nine. Not as bad as the Stargazer, but not. The Stargazer have a lot of color correction stickers. I actually never have a Stargazer. Never had one. That's a beefy handpiece right there. Back of the handpiece. So that's awesome. Okay. All black and gold piping is. Ooh. Actually, okay, I actually knew about that. But watch this. So, right? We got an upper arm swivel, but we also got a lower arm swivel. So we got swivels for days. It's gonna allow for a lot of arm articulation, particularly a lot of shifting of the arm to allow for poses. Time to do that again. Woo! Snip, snap, snippity, snap, sneep, snap. I don't think so, since those are... Most of the weapons are over the shoulder / under the armpit. So I don't think it necessarily needs to have that swivel. I think they just did that because it's a nice posing mechanic. Mechanic being like allows for nice poses. There we go. Yeah, we are vibing right now, y'all. We're fucking scooting. There we are. That is the other arm. Actually, hang on, did I think I built these right. I'm constantly doubting my building ability, I guess. Buildability. With this arm being complete, I'm gonna say we're about, once we complete this other arm, we're about a third of the way through the mobile suit. Considering how complex the backpack is, I'm gonna say we're about a third. There's a lot of layers to the back. The plastic is cutting out very nicely. I should mention that. It's very nicely cut out so far. I've not had to force it much. There we go. That's a good thing too, because my nippers are old. I need to get new nippers soon. There we go. Hang on, I just realized I put this background. Must use this urgent takedown. Low hanging fruit. What do you mean? There's no low hanging fruit here. Fruit's illegal. So, hello, Damien. First of all, yeah, I just need a. There we go. Okay, once again, I'm gonna have to bring pieces close because I don't want to drop these parts because they're super, super small. Like, seriously, look how small these parts are. Look at this small part. It's so small. It looks almost like trash. Speaking of which, I just lost track of it. There it is. It's like saying about speaking about losing track of parts. Almost lost track of it. But how are you today, Damien? How is it vibing? That's pretty good. I'm happy to hear that you are doing okay. Cleaning up some of these done dilly darn parts right here. Sorry for the profanity. You know what? I'm not sorry. I'm evil now. Fuck. All right. That goes in. Come on. That goes in there, and then we need to get the little gem piece, which is actually a shield generator, which is pretty cool. Evil Basco says fuck word and prefers the crossover Gundam. No, I've actually been looking into Macross. I know you joke. But just because I think Macross looks like, I think the aesthetic of Macross looks pretty neat. But yeah. There we go. And we are about to be about a third of the way through. About. Cutting out the hands. I need to remember, now that I'm not doing super complex parts, to cut out over the camera so y'all can see what I'm doing. There we go. Piece extracted. Then slap them together. Slapped and kebapped. There we go. And that is the first third of the model, I would say. Let me switch over. Pages. Oh, that's a little neat. They use this, like, they use the symbols that they use in game for the arms and the chest and the head. That's neat. That's cute. No, that's cute. I like that. That's cute. It's a cute little thing they did there. I like it. Don't know what that bit was. Models. There we go. Just had like a brain fart moment. I was like, what am I doing? That's right, I'm building the Helios Gundam. Wow. Well, the Gundam Helios. There we go. I'm pogging. I am pogging in the life. Vasco Pogla. I don't know. I don't know what to talk about right now. Just kind of existing and vibing to the music, putting models together. This is a really weird song that's playing right now. Very warbly. If you want to listen to warbly music, we can listen to everywhere at the end of time. We really want to get depressed while building Gunpla. Do y'all know about Everywhere at the End of Time? Out of curiosity? It is a very interesting album, to say the least. Everywhere at the End of Time. I enjoyed listening to it, but woof, woof. It's difficult. It's difficult to listen to. At least the ending is difficult to listen to. The beginning, on the other hand, the beginning's, yeah, it's the concept album about dementia. And like, of course, it became a meme, right? It became a meme after it was released. But I think I think it kind of evolved into people more along the lines just genuinely appreciating a beautiful piece of art, even if it is a bit difficult to listen to. A while ago, when I first listened to it, I thought, oh, I should do a surviving the song listen through, and I realized, you know what? If it's, I'm not gonna make it all like, ooh, I'm gonna try to survive this album. It's more like I'm gonna try to appreciate the music for what it is. 'Cause it is genuinely beautifully made, and it tells such a beautiful story, even even without words. There's not a single word spoken throughout the entire album, and it's such a beautiful story, even without the words being used. I cut out the wrong pieces, like a goobus. I think these are knee pads I just cut out. I need to cut out these parts. I'm such a goober. Oopsies. I done did a goob. Just like yesterday when I sold that RAM stick that I needed. Goobus. Goobus the Banubus. Yeah, we could if we're really feeling it today, we can I can just easily switch from lo-fi to the first two or three stages of Everywhere at the End of Time. Feetsies done. We did the feetsies. I'm gonna slide these over here since I goofed. Goob damn. Gundam. Alright, and I'm gonna do a kind of against what the instructions recommend. I'm just gonna be building the legs at the same time. Just to kind of speed up the process of building the legs. And also, so you don't have to see me repeat the process of building basically the same thing over again. You know what I mean? Awesome. Goop da bum. Goombum. Come on, get in there. Oh, I was pushing against a part that doesn't have a hole. Alright, that's the right leg portion. Don't let me forget, chat. That's the right leg, not the left leg. This is the left leg. There we go. Gundam, more like goddamn, am I right? A bazingud. Right, and this is the left leg. And A, we need to go to A. 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 There we go. Bazingud. It needs a PC-8. I think the one thing I wish that the Helios Gundam had or has is the Gundam X binders, like wing binders. Those look awesome. But at the same time, I don't mind the Freedom wing binders. PC, the polycap is not going in. Go in, polycap. Little polycap. There we go. That right there. That's the left, not left, right leg right there, y'all. Or the start of her right leg. Snip. Yeah, the plastic is just, the plastic is, I don't know what they did here. The plastic is very nice to cut out. It is a very pleasant cutting experience cutting this one out. Especially with these old nippers I have, it feels a little bit like at some points with older models at least that I'm like chewing. Right? I'm like having to chew the plastic. Or force the plastic. Here, nah, it's just very light cuts and then I'm hustling. Oop. Where did it go? Where did that polycap go? Do we count lost polycaps as a drop? Because it just disappeared. So see, that polycap just fucked off into the void. What the fuck? What happened to that polycap? Hang on. Thank God I have extra polycaps. And the polycaps are all universal. That's a universal polycap right there. They might use the same kind of approach they do for parts you can break out of the runners. No, there's definitely some hard. Oh, I just noticed some stuff. There's definitely some hard polycaps on the not polycaps, hard runners, I guess. On the thing, but overall the experience of cutting out the pieces aren't negative like sometimes they are. Yeah, that polycap just fucked off. I have no idea where that thing went. Thing went off into the void. That's where it went. Exactly. Don't throw away leftover runners. Oh, I can see the parts you're going to be using on the legs. What's it wanting me to cut out now on this? The 8? Eight's right here, boys. Bits. Bits. What the fuck? right. Hang on, let's see. There we go. That fit in nice and snug now. But yeah, as I always like to say, if you have extra polycaps, fucking keep them around because you don't know when you're gonna need them. Especially because polycaps tend to, as of late at least, be universal in use. So always keep your polycaps, kids. Because not only can you keep them in case something like that happens, where you cut out a polycap and just lose it immediately, you can then also use them for like polycap replacement if you want to do a custom. Wait, was it asking me right now? E17? What the fuck's E17? Blue. E17's blue. I was looking for white. And just because I do think the little bit of yellow helps it pop, I'm gonna clean up these parts real quick. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know why I did with the freaking Stargazer, but I was missing the polycap for it, so I pulled out left and right, use one of those. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's why you keep polycaps. Alright, then that goes apparently over. So far, a very nice build. And see that little poppy yellow right there, even though it is a color correcting sticker, not the end of the world. Right, for the sticker being used. And I think generally the little poppy yellow on the knee helps it just the rest of the leg stand out. It's like a little punch and little bam, you know, little one frames. Broken ass hitboxes, all that jazz. There we go. go. There we go. Those are some sleek ass looking legs. Time to bulk him up. Aw, Fifi. She's so loud. She's so loud, Fifi. You're so yappy, little girl. So yappy. I love Fiona, but gosh dang, she can be a loud little miss. Tell you all that much. A14. Oh, these are gonna be not hard to mix up because these are short and long. Just in case, I don't want the parts to go flying. I don't think these will lose risks parts, but they're definitely like, I just don't want to drop them. One of these days, y'all, I'm like on a build stream, I'm not gonna drop a single part, and that day y'all are gonna be so impressed. Y'all are gonna be like, whoa, Basco Prola. Can't believe he didn't drop that part that one time. That just goes in there. That goes there, and then just a little bit of filing, you know what I mean, gamers? There we go. Got some more like heat radiators. And we gotta get these big old chunky boys right here. These chunky funky monkeys. Oop. Alrighty, then this just goes through. That does a little flippity floppity. Do y'all remember Tobuscus? I just realized I sounded like Tobuscus for a moment, which don't know how I feel about that. Just the mannerisms I was using. Kind of, you know, yeah. I watched the Fallen Titans on him. It's interesting. You know, I definitely think of Tobuscus at least as a warning to those creators who think that they get so much power from being popular. Meanwhile, man, fuck, I don't care about. I'm not gonna do none of that shit. I don't like talking to people online, except I do. I just don't like talking about that stuff online, usually. Unless I like really know a person, and even then I'm like, nah, man. Nah. Not about that. Not about that. Alrighty. This is such a weird way to put in a fucking. Ugh. That was really weird. That was a very uncomfy application. Did I do it the right way? It did do it the right way. Boom. One leg. Done. Time to do the other leg. Captain's log. I've been watching a lot of Star Trek stuff as well recently. Maybe because I was charging one night. I had YouTube on autoplay while I was charging, and I heard and then watched Star Trek Lower Deck clips on YouTube, and it seemed interesting. I was never really into Star Trek. No reason. No like main reason. I'm like, no, Star Trek, you know, nothing like that. I just never really watched it. And I watched some of the clips, and I gotta say, Star Trek Lower Decks, not the most unfunny adult cartoon I've seen. Which, you know, modern day cartoon making, that is a high compliment. Not immediately cringing so hard that your face caves in. Because let's be real here, a lot of cartoons as of late adult cartoons, really bad, really bad. Right, like that party aunt from Chicago show, scraping the bottom of the barrel, honestly, with trying to be funny, or Hoops, or Paradise PD, or like all those shows. Those are just, they're trying way too hard. Meanwhile, I definitely prefer when it comes to adult cartoons. It could also just be my preferences in adult cartoons. I like notably stuff like the Adventure Brothers, right? Uh, I watched Rick and Morty. I try not to call myself a Rick and Morty fan because definitely there is a. I'm not. I'm not even gonna try to watch The Prince. That shit looks like the most unfunniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Just from the reviews and like the clips I've seen, it looks just so god awful. The Prince. And it's so weird too, right? Because I'm making fun of like a 7-year-old. Well, not a 7-year-old, like a 6-year-old, a 5-year-old. I don't know their ages, but it's definitely like low hanging fruit to be making like fun of a child, right? Like an actual little child. Called me old fashioned, but that's kind of low hanging fruit to be making jokes and riffing about, you know? Yeah, actually, out of curiosity, let's look it up. Let's see, the Prince. Oh, let's see what it has on Rotten Tomatoes and stuff. I, interesting. Interesting. It's at 3.3 stars, and they feel kind of fake. A lot of the reviews. All right, time to build this waist, and then I think we're getting there. We need to build armaments and the backpack next after the waist. That's when things get spicy. All right. The one. There we go. Just gotta bring it up close so I can see. All right. And that up there for now, then. This is a very complex waist joint. This is surprisingly complex. Just looking at the instructions, at least, makes me think that they are more complex than the standard waist joint. Where is the piece? All right, right here. Wow! No! That was a drop. I thought it bounced somewhere inaccessible, but it didn't. I got it. With Fiona Fur. There we go. Now it's all fitting together. Oh. Yeah, I got a notification. I would like to see what it is. Right after I put this in. Yeah, this is a very... Yeah, like, yeah, that's two swivel joints for the side skirts to, like, swing back to give, like, allowance to, the... Hang on 1 second. Alright, let's see. Just what plate now? Just a standard big old plate on the booty. Yeah, but I think like adult cartoons right now definitely going through a growing pains period. I think is an accurate word to like describe what was going on right now. That being, everybody is trying to copy. Actually, no. The adult cartoons are doing what they usually do. The fact that at least more corporate ones are just copying the most popular shows, and for better or for worse, usually worse, sticking to that formula really hard. All right, then it is this piece. Yes. We are assembling the waist unit currently, to those who just joined. Cut these. Then F-22 and an F-23. Ah, right here. Oh, interesting. Yeah, this is a very complex waist. Surprisingly complex for a Gundam. That being a Gundam model kit. Alright, then squeeze. Squeeze. That's the central part. Then it is 1 and E2. Come on, piece. Work with me here. There we go. It's a little bit of blue on the front skirts. You know how it is. You know how it do. You know how it be. And again, once again, bringing it close because they are high drop risk pieces right here. There we go. Hang on 1 second. There we go. Slide that in. Ooh, tight. Tight. It's a good sign. Oh yeah, very tight. All right. And let's assemble the hips, the side skirts. Put the two halves together, and then I'm gonna take a small break. I recommend everyone getting some water, some foods, all that good jazz. And yeah. As soon as, of course, when we take the break, but you know, hold on to your booties until then. Was building away. Alrighty, and we are almost done. Snap that bad boy. And then this right here. Go, and then boom. Okay, so that is the body completed. I'm going to take a small break, as I said. Hold on to your seats though, because we still do have to build the backpack and the weapons. Until then, as in a couple minutes, get yourself some water, walk around, restroom, all that good jazz. And yeah, I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Well, you're heading off to bed. Have a good night, RCB. Thanks for attending to this stream. And I hope you're enjoying this build so far. I got some fuel here, so I'm going to be chowing down a little bit. Or just a tick. And then we're going to be moving on to finishing up the backpack and the weapons. This Gundam actually doesn't have a shield, technically. This is its shield right here. It is a beam shield. I'm just gonna take a second to check something real quick. Okay. With that, let's continue on, shall we? Shall we? Oh, that's where the polycap went. I found the polycap that went missing. So I got one more nugget of fuel that I want to just shout out on real quick. Now, this part we're about to do might feel very familiar, especially if you went to my previous build streams. So buckle yourselves up. From other speaking, basically just building the Freedom Gundam wings, but upside down. Alright, and let's just throw these together. Just throw that on. Preemptively throw it on the back. The back is very white. I just realized that. It's a very white back compared to the front, which is very blue. Actually gonna discard this for now. Two G7s. We're gonna try to build the wings at the same time because that will save us time. And also, I don't think I'm gonna clean it as in-depthly as I would otherwise. Just, again, as a time-saving precaution, I suppose. Alright, also you can see some leftover parts from the Freedom Gundam, which is interesting. Including its beam sabers. Actually, I need to replace the beam saber on my Freedom Gundam. That I broke mine by accident. The clip broke. So actually, that's a little bit of a boon there. I got a replacement beam saber now. Alrighty. Let's bring it in close. Okay. Yeah, we are close to finishing this up. Want to quickly build the wing, the backpack, and the weight bins, and then You know, you know, call it a stream. And I think this is the only. This is a lot of waste of plastic right here, if I'm being honest. Because we are taking this little section right here, right? And that is all we're taking from it, I think. I think this is the only pieces we are taking. So it's a little bit of a waste of this is a lot of leftover bits. Which, you know, I like using bits, honestly, to that's the wrong runner. I like using bits to customize, but this is a little absurd, the amount of bits left over on this bad boy. Bink. Of course, these are the plasma cannons. D. Need D10. D10. Alrighty. And we are about... Yeah, this page is almost entirely devoted to building the backpack, which is impressive, to say the least. There we go. Ooh, that snap. Ooh, tasty. That was a tasty little snap. So yeah, most of the stickers are going on here. Which is about what I was expecting anyways. Kind of par for the course. Knowing how the back looks. Doobie doobie doo wop. There we go. Sorry, I just realized I was holding the parts close again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I keep doing that. Alrighty. Time to cut off all these wings. All these wing parts. All of it must go. All of these wings. Wing, what the fuck? Actually, you know what? These wings, cutting them out, not that bad. That was a pretty quick and painless process. Also, look at all this, again, extra parts left over. More extra parts that were left over. In fact, I think this is the backpack. Yeah, that is the backpack. That's part of the backpack right there. Now, these, on the other hand, I think I'm gonna need to clean a bit more, because there's a nub in the internal part where it meets the other part, and that's gonna probably cause some issues. Trying to make it flush. There we go. I think, yeah. I mean, I wish they would have reduced the runner sizes to not have so many extra freedom parts, because that is just a lot of freedom parts just to have lying around, you know. But as someone who customizes model kits, I'm not super upset. I guess more fuel for the fire, I guess, you know. Let's see. You know, this is gonna sound really nerdy, but if I had the chance to play the game that the main characters play in Gundam Breaker Mobile, or even just the normal Gundam Breaker games or Gundam Build, you know, being able to play models and stuff, like build custom model kits and then fight with them, I would in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. Like, if I had the skills, I would have entered Gundam Builders World Cup, but I don't think I'm at the proper skill set to do so yet. But You know what? I don't see why I shouldn't be able to do that. Or try it. There we go. Oh man, that's a lot of wings. That's a lot of wing parts. That's all just getting condensed down to the single, really nice looking wing. I like the white. I like the white on it. I like the Freedom Gundam, but I think the blue on the wings is a bit weird when it comes to the rest of the color scheme. But in this case, the blue really works. The blue and the white really works in its benefit. Let's put the wings on, shall we? Let's get the wings on. I believe it is these. 10? Yeah, it's 10. Bing bonk. Blink. Bonk. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put the receiver in first, and then the wing. Right? Uh-huh. There we go. So that's one part of the iconic silhouette of the Helios Gundam is the upside down Freedom wings. Which, by the way, after building the Freedom Gundam, these are just straight up the Freedom Gundam's wings upside down. Which, you know, not a bad thing. I enjoy it. Well, let's build the guns now. Let's build the satellite cannons. All right. And then F1s. F1s. There we go. And we are almost... Oh, that just popped off. Hang on a second. Alright. Sorry about that. I just wanted to double check with my caretakers that they weren't calling me. And they weren't. So we're good. Alright, let's assemble these bad boys. Also, I'm just scooting in. So it is this and here. This is in here. Here. I ask because the barrel needs to still be able to yeah, the guns need to do the gun things. All right. And get these parts off. I'm gonna clean these ones up because they're noticeable. Very nice. Very nice. Just a little sliding gimmick. There we go. Oh. 16 and 17. Oh, these are the beam swords. Yeah, let's slide in these little beam swords right here. Because the Gundam X, right, it doesn't have normal beam sabers. They have beam swords powered by the guns on its back. So it's like microwave powered from the moon. Oop, almost lost that piece. Well, not lost, but dropped it. Dropped, quote unquote. Oh. Beam sword. And beam sword. Those just pop into the back. The guns. Like that. They also serve as handles for when being used. And then we need these blue parts from the E-Runner. And then, wait, there's more. We still need to build the gun. Alright. I'm also just gonna cut these back of the hand pieces out because I know that the Pomaficionas are using these hands. palm aficionados are basically just guns that the Helios has mounted on the back of its hands or front palms. Palms has it mounted on the palms. And hey, that is an empty runner. Probably wasn't expecting empty runners. But you know what? I'm not complaining about that. Definitely not complaining about not having empty runners. I like myself some empty runners. Very satisfying. And G3 and G4. So and of course I immediately dropped the part. Where does he go? I see it. Ah, there we go. We're good. That's been recovered. All right. And I think that's another empty runner. Yeah, that is another empty runner. Empty runner. Wait a minute. Fuck, I forgot to put a piece in. It's like, wait a second. Yeah, I just need to disassemble these without breaking them, hopefully. Ah! Come on! Release. Oh, hopefully I didn't stress the part. It didn't. Come on, there we go. Oh, want some more? Oh, these aren't empty. Yeah, look. I forgot a part. 2 parts right here. How could I forget these silly little boys? There we go. Now that's empty. For reals. For real, for real. Alright. That solves that issue. And Bazinga. It's 1 gun on. Okay, I could see why they recommended putting the guns on first. It's 1 gun on. Push this one forward. And that is 2 guns on. Nice. This is a bulky boy right here. Nice and bulked. And last but not least, his gun. Which is pretty simple enough. Pretty simple build. Alright. Alright. Here's its gun. Also, I'm gonna cut off the palm of my hands. Maybe? No. Cut off the gun parts, though. Alright. And we are almost done. Alright, and then that can actually get stored on its booty. Let me just move the satellite cannons up. Put that on there, and that is the Helios Gundam, all built. Expect pictures on my Twitter of more poses, but yes, this is the Helios Gundam all built up. Thank you all for coming to my stream today. Let me just kind of clean up as I talk. I appreciate it. And yeah, might do more build streams, might do not, I don't know. Got a lot of Molluskets, got 5 more to build, so look forward or don't look forward. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. Let's find someone to raid real quick. Let's find someone to raid. Alright, let's see. Who is online? Let's raid. Let's raid this person. Raid. Drop. And the raid message is going to be Robo Raid. Once again, thank you all so much for coming to my stream. Make sure you all get yourself some water, some food, some good rest, all that good jazz. I'll talk to you all next time. Once again, streams, I'm not going to really be doing a schedule this week. Definitely going to be a lot of Gorilla streams, so just keep your eyes open for that. And yeah, I'm just going to let the stream catch up for a moment.